Sorry, but Harry committed the criminal activities. So many receipts that it's hard to put it into a video.
So unfortunately, we have to talk about the Harry Sission situation because I regret to inform these women that they've now been duped twice. Once by Harry, and the second time was by this lady, Sarah Uncensored, or Sarah is Censored on Twitter, who put out the big thread who was supposed to be sharing these girls' stories. But after receiving a lot of pushback on the initial thread, she shared another girl's story but completely misrepresented it, which has led to half the internet accusing Harry of being a G-word that rhymes with boomer of minors. And then when she was confronted about why everyone is now accusing Harry of this, she played dumb, then quietly deleted the evidence, and then tried to act like it was actually everybody else's fault that he was being accused of this. But don't take my word for it, just read her own words. This girl came with receipts, and the allegations are very serious, because in this video, she accuses him of allegedly... And this might be it for Harry Sission. But in that girl's video, she is very clear that she was accusing a guy that Harry had worked with of doing that.
When I started getting messages from a minor, whom I will not say the name, with autism, who is also in the Discord. He was probably around 14 at the time. And he was sending me some concerning things regarding what Camille would send to him.
And it's not just that one little clip. The video is about 9 minutes long, and it's very clear who she's talking about. Because nobody actually looks into anything, after that post went up is when you start seeing things like "Lawyer Up Harry" from one of Elon's favorite cat turd, or you see videos from people like older millennials saying Harry committed criminal acts. Then you have this account with 700,000 followers who's saying, and another who is underage. But hey, mistakes happen, right? So Sarah hosted a 5-hour space last night where I'm sure she cleared up the huge mistakes she made in Hannah's story.
Because there's no clear distinction of what you're saying in the thread, now it's going around the internet that he is the one that's involved.
Sarah didn't even mention. No, stop. You need to stop, Diligent. Like, Sarah was very specific. She did exactly what Hannah's video said.
Very specific to what Hannah said, huh? Except for that one part. Mind you, this is at like midnight, and she had just taken the tweet down after it had been up for several hours and gone stupid viral everywhere. But when people kept asking about this, they decided to blame someone, but it wasn't Sarah. Groomer came up.
It was done by older millennial, and you will have to ask him why he chose that word. I'm not going to I'm not going to defend what words anybody uses.
Damn, millennial, your friends threw you under the bus there. Mind you, this tweet had again already been taken down, so thought you conservatives stuck together. But then the cherry on top, today Sarah comes out and says this. This is Hannah. Unfortunately, many content creators on X embedded her video from my thread last night and misconstrued the truth about what she said. Did they misconstrue it, or did you misconstrue it, and then they ran with what you, the reporter who was reporting the story, said? And this part isn't nearly as big of a deal, but occasionally throughout the night, she would go from telling the girl's story to embellishing what some of the girls had said, because most of the people in her 90% right-wing space weren't agreeing with her.
He told them that they were each exclusive.
I have never once claimed that we were exclusive, not a single time.
I was fine with being casual with him. For me personally, this wasn't that deep in the aspects of relationship issues because I knew that this guy was a player.
So it was kind of like friends with benefits, but it was kind of established that if we saw each other in person, we'd probably hook up.
And to be very clear, none of this is me defending Harry. You obviously shouldn't lie or to lead women on. But there's currently a million videos talking about that, but not a single video talking about how this supposed journalist took the stories of women she was calling victims and either stretched the truth at times or just put out completely false information. And then when people started to call her on why this was happening, she deleted the evidence and then blamed other content creators.